These half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to oft-encountered pests known throughout the northern realms. Especially hated are the subspecies known as royal griffins and arch griffins. They're vulnerable against those things. Bombs. What the fuck is that? And that signal. Ghouls. Don't know what the fuck that is. Ghouls creep and crawl at night, eating everything in sight. In a snap they eat you too, chop you up for a ghoulish stew. Yeah, I'm no children. Or a rhymer. Ghouls and gravers are hard to describe. In part, they resemble humans. Yet, on the whole, they're the utter negation of all that is human. Trump! Though they have arms and legs like men, they walk on all fours like dogs or badgers. Badger, badger, badger. Though they have eerily familiar faces, one searches them in vain for any sign of sentiment, reason, or even a spark of consciousness. They are driven by one thing and one thing only: money! An insatiable craving for human flesh. I like my human flesh. It tastes like fleshy. It's the characters. Holy fuck me dicks. Alright. Siri is a application that people yell at when they can't find the right things on Google. But Cirilla, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon, fucking Queen of Dragons, Mother of Dragons, sorry. What can I possibly say about her? That we call her Siri for sure, that she was born in 1251, that she had ashen hair and a scar on her cheek. All true. And that's the Cirilla I know best, the one I first laid eyes upon those many years ago. The one who seemed thoroughly, well, not ordinary, but certainly not as extraordinary as she in fact is. What the fuck is that sentence? For Cirilla is also a highly skilled witcher, heiress to several thrones. I can never. Is it heiress or Harris? I don't know. The last bearer of the elder blood. Oh, she's an elder dragon. Nice. A powerful source endowed with exceptional magic talent and the lady of time and space. Her hair color and date of birth seem rather incidental now, don't they? I could also tell you she is Geralt's adopted daughter, but that would be a gross simplification. Ciri is much more. She is his destiny, his unexpected child, someone bound to the Witcher by fate's most inextricably tangled fetters. Fucking god damn it. Did they just go through a bloody goddamn thesaurus and go, I like that word, I like that word, I like that word, script, done. Fate's most inextricably tangled fetters. I don't even know what the word fucking fetters means. Following age-old Witcher tradition, Geralt took Ciri to Kaer Morhen when she came into his care. Came. There he and Vesemir taught her in the ways of the professional monster slayer, Buffy! It was then her magic talents were first revealed, and they discovered that she was the source. Ciri's gift proved a curse as well. Because of it, she would one day have to hide from the entire world, even Geralt. Well, fuck. Dandelion. I would wager anyone that you, dear reader, are a person of culture and taste, and therefore already familiar with me, Dandelion, and the role I am to play in the following tale. Nevertheless, allow me to sketch a few lines by way of self-portrait for the sake of thoroughness. excuse me. And in the event you have spent much of the last half-century in some dark corner where the light of my star has yet to reach, you friggin' troglodyte. Born in 1229, a talented poet and that word, a graduate of Oxenford Academy, a frequent performer at royal courts, an unequalled lover appreciated, and in some cases adored by ladies worldwide. Not me. A skilled negotiator and a stirring orator. Such is the image of the bar Dandelion as painted by his friends and promoters. So you're a weed. Cool. This image, of course, is somewhat overbright in its colouring. I personally prefer to think of myself as a dedicated artist enthralled to his muse, one whose work has benefited immeasurably from the fact that I was, am, and forever will remain a close friend and steadfast companion to the Witcher Geralt. It is his fate and face I chronicle in this present work, and his story which I shall sing until the end of my days. Why are you so obsessed with me? Eskel. All witches have a great deal in common, but with Eskel and Geralt the similarities are particularly striking. They first met as two boys of the same age, swinging wooden swords at Kaer Morhen. They then went through an ordeal together. The first round of selections, the murderous changes, the trial of the grasses. Oh my god, I think Link just had an orgasm there. And trading on the gauntlet. The witch's daunting obstacle course. They also received hidings together for more than one act of childish delinquency and found a new kink. When they became adults, they walked the path separately, but still reconvened at Kaer Morhen nearly every winter to wait out the cold, drink their successes, and remember fallen comrades. Stairs suck. Though Eskel never gained Geralt's renown, he equalled the White Wolf in experience and carried out his contracts with care and efficiency. Death had almost taken him many, many times during his hunts. Yet an ironic twist, the hideous scar on his face came not from a monster's claw, but from the blade of Deirdre Ademain, his highly unpredictable, unexpected child. That's why, kids, you'll use condoms. Geralt, many cannot fathom the friendship Geralt of Rivia and I, Dandelion, have shared all these years. When we first began breaking bread together, spiteful tongues said he'd better off cutting my throat and dumping my body into a hollow tree before I provoked someone else into doing the same to us both. Those individuals spoke out of pure jealousy, for Geralt was my dearest friend, a fact that he gave ample evidence of on numerous occasions. He had sex with you. I could say a great deal about that world-famous monster hunter, the man known in elder speech as that fucking word, or in our younger, yet less noble tongue, as the White Wolf. For Geralt of Rivia is a truly exceptional individual. I may be slurring my words because I currently have a tuberculosis in the nose. A brief encounter might tempt one to label him as a mere swinger of swords, a simple monster catcher, a rough-and-tumble practitioner of a dirty trade. But peer closer, and you will soon discover he is a man of unplumbed depths. Oh, fuck. You want to bone this dude. Unique views and vast world-spanning experience. On the surface he is introverted, tight-lipped, one might even say gruff, but underneath lies an overflowing sea of goodwill, good humour, and an honest readiness to help his friends, be it with a bit of sound advice or the masterful application of his blade. Apparently I'm a very much of a scholar, but I can't read for shit. Setting aside cumbersome false modesty, I can say that I know his story better than any man alive, because I'm his stalker. I was with him through hard times and good, helping with wise advice, warm words, and razor wit. As a result, I am a vital part of his story, both in its early and present portions. Portion control, mate. It is thus my duty to continue my chronicle, and for the benefit of future generations, put it in writing the next chapter of his deeds and exploits. Where the fuck are you? Anyway. The youngest amongst... Hey, Jake Bad, 88, what's up? The youngest among the witches of Kaer Morhen, and perhaps the last ever trained within its walls. By the start of our tale, Lambert had proven his chops many times over, having hunted down a mighty beast and traversed nearly all the continent's realms several times over. Yet he also developed a reputation for being a fucking cockwomble and sardonic humour, and his gruff and at times excessively blunt manner could irritate even his fellow witches of the School of the Wolf. Whatever his vices, it went without saying that Lambert would brave the fires of any hell for his companions. Vesemir, woohoo, was the oldest living member of the Wolf School, and most likely the oldest witcher of any school on the continent. That's about as long in years as the ruins of Kaer Morhen themselves. And though eternally complaining about his creaky bones, this master of the witcher trade gave no thought to a well-deserved retirement. Grey, but still spry, he continued to ply the monster hunting trade in his golden years. It's a good game. Monster Hunter is actually a good game. Effectively good. Effectively two good words. Fucking English is so hard. As he has seen more beasts than all of his students put together. A harsh and demanding instructor in Geralt's youth, over the years he had become something of an adoptive father and mentor to the other witches, always ready to help with sage advice and steady hands. In the spring of 1272, when our story begins, Vesemir had joined Geralt on his search for Yennefer, tracking with him through war-ravaged Temeria. It's Yennefer! Woohoo! Oh, God. My voice is breaking. I'm turning into a man. The Witcher first met the raven-haired sorceress a good 20 years back. Their friendship and the feelings between them, lust, were born of a common adventure involving a genie and a wish... Aladdin! And a wish granted to Geralt that intertwined their fates inextricably. In the time since their relationship had, however, been quite stormy, rich in ups and downs, crises and breakups, Geralt's and Yennefer's love provides irrefutable proof of the thesis that opposites attract. A few years ago, Geralt and Yennefer had, after a long separation full of adventures for them both, gotten back together again. Their moment of repose was interrupted by the wild hunt which took Yennefer captive. The Witcher set out once again to save her, but lost his memory while doing so. When he finally recovered it, he immediately set off once more on his quest to find his beloved sorceress. Again, wanting to get his dick wet. I have no books. I am not a learned. Ooh. I can craft shit. I can junk shit. Alchemy! If you want to see a list of components or ingredients required for a given